This fucker Sinbad is so dirty and he does not give a fuck what he has to do. So pretty much the start of this chapter, Sinbad explains to Aliababa, you know, hey, it's me, let me go explain things before you try and chop my bitch's head off. So it's like, pretty much he explains that Zephyr, due to like his sound manipulation, he can actually control minds, and that he uses this on 3 people on total, and he uses this method to get information. One is from the Koa Empire that we already know, that's Kyogyoku. Another one is from his own territory. He didn't say it was in Sinjida, but maybe it was somewhere in the Seven Seas Alliance. And then the third one he can't tell about. And this is my theory so far. My guessing is that the second one is Jafar. Maybe that's like someone of his 7 generals that he trusts and all that. And maybe that's why he said, like, oh, you're such a shady guy like that. Maybe that's why, like, Jafar said it all those chapters ago. That's what I'm sort of going with. And then the third one, I could potentially see that being maybe Yunnan or something. Maybe that's why they had that broke up or that fight like all those years ago. It's maybe because he did that on like Yunnan to find out information. That's why he secludes himself away from that, and he knows like all the stuff about Morgiana. That could be potentially the stuff he knows about it. And although he said it's a secret, I can't let you know. And he explains he does this to protect his country. And it's like, you are still doing these reasons for your country and selfish reasons. Like, you're still doing dirty fucking methods to get this. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's just seriously. And he's saying, like, I'm sure you understand, you know, like, obviously because you want to choose this since, you know, Sharkan was exiled. And he's like, I tell you what, you know, I do this because of this. I say, well, why do you pretend to go without orders? As he's laughing out loud with this, like, you know, you sneaky little bastards, Sinbad. And Aliababa saying, if I join Ko, I can fight you. And I will tell Kyogyoku about this. And I'm thinking here, oh shit, is freaking Aliababa now about to rebel against this motherfucker right now and telling him to go fuck himself? And it's like, and then I think about, wait a minute, this is Sinbad versus Aliababa. One of the most greatest freaking human beings to be born is trying to go against Aliababa. Aliababa, you're gonna get your fucking ass wiped. You are not gonna even touch him at all. And then he's saying like, oh, you should tell her. Yeah, go ahead, tell Kyoko about this. But think about what she knows this and that how much information she's been letting go. I'll let you think about that. But even still, at the alliance, once we were there at the summit, I was still thinking you as an ally. He's getting that smile, like saying, "I've won." And you have got nothing to do about that. But during this, like I said in Sale, he's talking to Cohen and saying, you know, I accept the conditions, but he asks Cohen, is he an ally of Al Sami? And he says, like, a part of the Co, or more of like, say, a part of his body is, like, as he said, he doesn't really trust anyone from, like, his Co, but he's saying, like, even if you have Balbad, which you will have in the future, how many of those people actually genuinely like you? You say, like, oh, you're a king. Does everyone in, like, freaking Balbad respect you? Does everyone in Ko respect me? No. That's how it is. That's sort of what the Balbad War brought out. I mean, Kashim didn't like that stuff. Like, there's always going to be people that are going to hate you or want to change things. And pretty much, he doesn't trust anyone except for his brothers and his family. But he's saying, like, because it's like, I can't forgive Hakuryu, and you can't get rid of all the people's hatred. Like, that's especially what he got from his father. Cohen doesn't really care because he's saying, like, I don't care if I've had to use people who are going to betray me, as long as I still get to use them and I will keep dragging him. He don't care how he has to get his hands dirty. He is the same as Sinbad. He does not care. Like, although Cohen shows that he's like, I'll just drag these people, they're going to use me up anyway. While Sinbad is the one using people through his own glory, just through his eyelids. Like, so much shit to be found out in this chapter. And saying, you know, how he's going to build a nest in his body to keep the strength of a monster that he'll make into a weapon to, like, stop people like Hakuruya and stuff like that. But, oh my god, just, like, how the chapter ends with, like, them riding at the summit and Sinbad's generals greeting Cohen. I was like, how many of these people, does all his generals know about this? So far we know Jafar knows this. Masur probably knows about this as well, like, because he's been probably around with him. One of the longest, I say, because, I mean, in the Sinbad notebook and manga, we've seen Drakon, we've seen Hina Hoho, and we've seen Jafar. So, and I'm guessing Jafar is probably one of the closest out of all of them. Other than that, that was a really good chapter. A lot of stuff to be found out in this one. Definitely give this one an 8 out of 10. Just loving Magi right now, like, glad to be back onto that, Magi had both with the anime and the manga, and they're looking forward to it. But that's all from me. I want to thank you much for watching as always, and remember, I'll see you guys next time.